Do you believe
supernatural.
in reincarnation? Has anything made you have any feelings about that?
Nothing
That
has
you've
made me
experienced?
have any feelings about it,
Yeah.
like evidence or whatever.
Yeah.
But I hope so. I want to be. I feel like I really strive to be like, I don't know. You
Yeah.
know, I have my beliefs, but like I know I don't really know. I hope we're reincarnated, but I have no
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Anything? What's the weirdest thing that has happened?
The weirdest thing is like my mirror. So I used to call it my miracle story, and I only would tell one part, which is where a woman was actively dying, which is like the last phase of life when someone's. This is where most people get freaked out because they don't know what it looks like. But she was very close to death, unconscious, changes in breathing, changes in skin color. No way was her brain getting oxygen and blood like it should be. Like if she were to come back from where she was, she would be brain dead. Like she was going to die that night when I saw her. She was young. She had kids in her 20s. So it was like you could tell no one knew what was happening. It took a long time for me to prepare the kids. Your mom's going to die probably tonight. Da, 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 da. And yeah, so I thought for sure she was going to die that night. And I left. Then I told the kids to call us when she did, and we would come help them, yada, yada. And in the morning, I didn't get any emails saying that my on-call nurse went out there to see them when she died. And I was like, what the hell? You know, what happened? So I called the office being like, who went out to see patient so-and-so? Like, when did she die? Oh, no one called us. I don't know. And I'm like, what? So certain that like something bad must have happened first off. So I called the family, and the son like answered the phone laughing. And I asked what was going on. He was like, oh, mom just woke up. She said she was hungry. She's in the kitchen eating pancakes because she wanted pancakes. And I could not hold my surprise. It was like, what? who's where? And they were like, yeah, she woke up. She's looking good. She said she was hungry. And I was like, okay, I'm going to come over because I had to see this for myself. This woman, full recovery, like up, walking, talking, not in pain, eating pancakes. And this is something that was like a true miracle. I mean, never could she have medically come back. Hands down, no way. It is a miracle. I don't know what the hell it was. Or actually, I do know what it was. This is the story, this side of the story I didn't tell. But I'll tell it in a second. So she did die. She did die 3 months later, which still doesn't seem like a long time. But the fact that she was where she was and then came fully back, fully alert and oriented, eating, drinking, talking, laughing, lived well for 3 months, true miracle. And for many years, I only told that story of like, oh, I've witnessed a miracle. The part I didn't tell, because again, I'm still skeptical, even though it happened to me, was that night before I left, I sat in front of her bed just real quick, making sure she was comfortable, and said to whoever, right? I don't even know if it was really a prayer. Like, I was just sort of like, please take care of this woman and her family, because it was like, happened really quick. She was young, her kids were young, all the things. And I just sort of said, please take care of this woman and her family. And a flash came in my head of this being that I think was an angel, over her bed, huge, as big as a car, no features, almost like a statue, but a big, solid, powerful thing that didn't feel like a little cherub, flittery angel. It just felt like power and strength, and it felt like, this is mine, meaning like, she's mine, and I've got this. And it was like that, quick second. And of course, my brain's like, I'm just going to ignore that. I'm not even going to act like that happened. And I walked out and went home and forgot all about it, and didn't think twice about it until I saw her the next day eating pancakes and alive and well. And I thought, shit, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, like, what was that? And that is something I didn't tell anybody for years and years and years. And then finally I just said, what do I care? Like, I even can say, I don't know if I really saw an angel. It seems like a miracle. And I got this feeling and energy and a vision in my head. What does it mean? I don't know. But
Did you, and you wouldn't approach her and say, did you feel something that night?
I kind of regret that I didn't, but I didn't, because it's such a strange feeling when you're the nurse, because you're doing nursey things, you're doing like medical things. But the
miracle of life in itself, being in the room when my children were born and seeing this human being come to life, it's amazing.
Yes.
And it seems like a miracle even we understand it. The fact that, you know, I have 3 grandchildren and I watch my babies make babies. And the truth of it is, just because in your mind and because of your experience, you know what her blood pressure is, you know what her breathing rate is, you know what the skin color looks like. Is it a miracle, or does, you know, some people will get a cut and then they heal faster than the next person that gets the same cut? I mean, could there not be a scientific, biological explanation for what you witnessed?
I would say if there is, we don't know about it yet, because it's more than just the blood pressure and how our skin looks and things like that. People get, I mean, I can get into it, but you have a blood chemistry, and the blood chemistry it needs to be a certain way or a certain balance to survive. And you can tell if someone's blood chemistry is off because of how they are breathing and how they look, and that will mean that they're not getting enough oxygen to their brain, and it's really clear to see. So technically, I didn't get a blood gas, which is something I'd have to get to confirm that. But if you're in healthcare long enough, you can just look at someone and kind of be able to tell. But, you know, yeah. So I would say if there is some kind of scientific reason why, we don't know about it yet, because it's not something that would.
But you believe in the spiritual aspect of it, because you've told the story numerous times about when you were in the room with your dad. Yeah. And what happened. Yeah, no, I believe in that. Do you believe in it? Or you're just saying you witnessed these things and they could be this, but you're not telling me what your what. You're a medical professional. I know. You're a science person.
I do believe in it, and I never intend to come on to any kind of platform, including my own, and try to tell people that they should believe what I believe. So I'm always really careful to be